What in the world happened to this video? A couple of days ago, I received a notification from YouTube saying that one of my videos had received a copyright strike, which had been issued by NCSoft Corporation. The email went on to say that if I received 2 more copyright strikes, I would get my YouTube account disabled. The video was titled How to Play City of Heroes We Have Cake Rebirth Thunderspy / CoxG in 2020 with Sweet Tea from phone. In the video, I used the remote desktop app on my phone to access my PC and launch from Sweet Tea to be able to play on the Thunder Spy server, and all I showed was a little character creation. My channel shows much less, I mind you, of in-game recordings than basically any other City of Heroes channel. I make mostly my own templates, or I show images online. This was one of the few times that I ever actually showed in-game content. When I checked the direct link to my video, it said that it had been copyright claimed by the NCSoft Corporation. I recognized that account name immediately because it was also the account which issued the takedown for Sunday's City of Heroes video, which according to these Reddit posts was only about a day or two before it got claimed. My video was up for several weeks. And this is a screenshot that I took of Sunday's video as soon as it went down, and we see that the same NCSoft Corporation with NCSoft all in capital letters is the same account which claimed his video. What is also interesting is that NCSoft Corporation is not the name of the usual claimant who is filing copyright on behalf of NCSoft. It is PlayNC. So if this were a legitimate claim, it should say PlayNC claimed it, right? Or maybe NCSoft is another organization. Well, take a look at this. I've censored the second half of this email just so that people don't flood this person, who we will be referring to as Thomas. And Thomas has a Gmail account, which, according to the rules of NCSoft, is not following the correct email format. We see here that really any email from NCSoft should end with @NCSoft. Be it with a first name, first initial, last for anything like that is acceptable. But a Gmail account is not listed. Furthermore, we can scroll down through the list of the employees, and we notice that Thomas is not the name of any current NCSoft employee. This list was updated as of 2020, and while there is a Tom on the list, he does not share the same last name, nor does he have the job description that would fit for being able to claim takedown on videos, especially when we can kind of figure out this is Leo's MO. This is really what he did almost a year to the day, or at least maybe a year to the day when this video comes out. Isn't that ironic? Any video or mention of score, he had legions of people who would go out, send down votes. They would take down comments on Facebook. I actually talked to the first person who posted on Facebook about score and didn't get it taken down because they had to talk to the mods and it was a big thing. I got that whole story. This is Leo, I can tell you right now. This is exactly what he does. And I think it's because of all the content creators, I'm not the one who's in full support of Homecoming. I have at least 30 videos about Homecoming, but I didn't get notified about the COC change like other content creators did. And I'm positively sure that there is a very similar video, in addition to the one that you're seeing now, that shows you basically the same thing from the video that was removed. This is my video that we're seeing, but there are a lot of other guides on how to use Sweet Tea and how to access the alternative servers. I didn't mention Homecoming because Homecoming only works on Tequila. Apparently, we're not supposed to show videos or images of Homecoming, and I've been talking about them and telling people all of the crazy stuff that they've been doing, and I've been talking with owners of the other servers, with mods and dev people, and showing off the game, which is what Homecoming and Score do not like. So what happens? They get one of their rogue members, they get one of the people working for them, more likely Score at this point I would say, but it's because I offended Homecoming that they're coming after me, and that's what's happening because those other videos are still up. Now, somebody posed concern that perhaps the reason my video was taken down is simply because I was monetizing it and NCSoft didn't want me to monetize it. That is impossible. At the time of recording, I have a little more than 720 subscribers. Basically, anybody can tell you that you need at least 1,000 subscribers to start monetizing. There are other City of Heroes channels that monetize, but I'm not one of them. This is the estimated revenue for that particular video, which got taken down by Thomas. I'm not even going to say by NCSoft because it was Thomas and he's not a member of NCSoft. The only mention of his email online is that he subscribes to an anime slash manga site. That's all that comes up. If you Google his actual email, it just says he subscribed to this anime site. And it's like, okay, well, why would an official NCSoft account? So none of my videos have been earning any money. There are no ads, or there shouldn't be ads. If there are, I'm going to be pissed because I don't get paid anything. So that is not even in question, because it's still months away before I would even get to that point, I would imagine, if I ever do. So I haven't monetized anything. There was no reason to take that video down except from the score perspective. Because what happens if they do take my video down? Well, there are a couple of options on what is going to happen next. Option 1, they're going to copyright claim 2 more of my videos, and I'm going to have my channel locked. I'm not going to be able to make content on it anymore. And if that happens, I'm renaming my channel to Score Official and just re-rolling, because as we know, I'm not getting paid anything anyway. So what does it matter? I'm going to keep making videos. They think that this is a way either to speak about what they've been doing since I showed the Leandro MP3 of him after he dropped the source code, because they have been doing this stuff for 6, 7, actually, if we're continuing on with this is the 8th year in a row he's been doing it that we know of. Now, option number 2 also doesn't look too good for me. In order to fight this claim, I would have to give Thomas my full legal name, my street address, my phone number, the city I live in, my actual email, the state I live in, my zip code, and the country that I'm in. Does that sound fair? I don't think it is, but it's there, and it's true. And I think that Leo and his people are trying to back me into a corner, saying either we're going to take down your account through copyright strikes, through this unofficial NCSoft account, because it should be called PlayNC, because that's the one that they use, or alternatively, they're going to dox me. They're going to get me to dox myself because I don't exist on any of their forums. I was not a member of Score. I had no idea about it until the game came back and we figured out how the code got dropped and everything else. So I'm not going to dox myself for them. But at this point, I'm not earning any money for it, but I'm something of a YouTube personality. I'm a content creator is how I like to describe myself. So I can go public with my identity at any time. I could tell you guys my first and last name right now and it wouldn't matter. All that would happen is I'd start being reached out to promote stuff in the podcast. Hopefully, I would love to do that, because those are still images, they're templates, they're things that I pulled together and edit in a way that they are not able to be copyright claimed. So the last thing that would ever happen is my podcasts are going to get claimed. But what will happen is this same fake account, unless we do something, is going to continue to copyright claim my videos. He already did Sunday's video. I wonder whose video he's going to do next. More people are showing off alternative servers. I guess there is no quote-unquote homecoming streamer or player right now. That's not entirely true. I do know, and I've spoken to content creators, a bunch of them at this point, asking if they had anything else taken down. Some of them are still showing homecoming footage. They're just saying it's another server and nothing's happening there. So the code of conduct, I guess it doesn't really make a difference. But I didn't agree to the code of conduct. I left before that was implemented. So if I want to, I'll show whatever I want. And I would rather see a legit copyright claim. Homecoming, if you have a legit copyright claim, show it to me. Because this is baloney right here. I really think that this was more of Score and Leo, but all cards are on the table at this point because it just makes sense. Now, I did do my homework on this video. I actually called NCSoft. I emailed NCSoft. Haven't gotten a response yet. I also tried to get in contact with Sunday, which is impossible. I spoke to some of the mods and people around his channel, but nobody was able to put me in direct contact to be able to tell me if it was, in fact, Thomas who claimed Sunday's video as well, because Sunday has about 13 million subscribers. I'm pretty sure that that was why Score wanted that video taken down, and it's a false claim. That was not NCSoft. I thought it was. I legitimately thought it was, even though I took a screenshot of it. I was like, oh, that seems logical, right? Because he showed off the Hulk or something like that. No. This was Score's doing, 100%. And I doubt they care, but NCSoft, if you do happen to see this, I have one very important question for you. Can I please have permission to read through the novels? I have both of them now. I want to animate them with in-game cinematics and do a whole series chapter by chapter. But according to the copyright at the beginning of the book, I can't do that. That's the type of videos that I want to make. That's the type of stuff that I'm trying to get to and can't because I keep getting bogged down by this stupid back and forth little petty server thing that Homecoming and Score have with everybody else. And to answer a question when I post videos and people say, when is this coming to Homecoming? Is Homecoming gonna get this? They're not. They don't share their code with anybody. That's fine. They can do what they want. They want to be their own closed source thing, unlike every other server. Nothing that you see in my channel is coming to Homecoming. So if you see this video, stop asking that question. That's all that I wanted to say about that. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully we can move on now because I want to get to more fun stuff. I want to be able to do cooler videos. And probably the next copyright claim that we should see is from PlayNC, not from one of Leandro's weebs, who uses their own personal Gmail account to attack me. Happy 1-year anniversary, City of Heroes.